It is time for us to right our errors and our wrongs. There is plenty of reason for us to take this personal. Because Kwame Nkrumah is watching us right now. And he said, if you want to be free as Ghanaians, show me that you have changed. Or will the people continue to come and say, Africa's not ready yet? Maybe everything that the West and all of the narratives that the West has put out about Africa is true. I am one of the slaves that was taken to America. We have witnessed the murder of Malcolm X. We have witnessed the murder of Martin Luther King. We have witnessed the exile of Marcus Garvey. We have witnessed the murder of Fred Hampton. We have witnessed the murder of Huey P. Newton. And now the conditions in America is an almost post-apocalyptic condition of when everybody who has ever stood up has been murdered. And now the same government has now put the same order on lbrahim Traoré. When General Langley got on TV and said lbrahim Traoré is a danger to the people of Burkina Faso and we need to go over there and save the people of Burkina Faso from lbrahim Traoré.
Who is he?
That is a kill order. That is the same message that they put out on Muammar Gaddafi before they toppled Libya. And now the women in Libya, just like Sudan, are being raped. And the children are being sold in slave markets. And now Donald Trump got on a meeting just the other day and said even if we wanted to go into Libya, we can't because the situation has collapsed so bad, there is no more Libya. That is what the Western media has said. And that is what they want to do to Burkina Faso. Do not look and say this is Burkina Faso. It has nothing to do with Ghana. Because if they collapse Burkina Faso, it will spill over into Ghana. Make no mistake about it. So this is a test from God for everybody.
That's truth.
Because when Kwame Nkrumah came, we are humans, we make mistakes, but we allowed the West to turn us against a saxophone. And we danced on top of his broken statues. And we celebrated when he was overthrown. He was all over the continent building what we know as the Casablanca Group, which was a Pan-African group, the first group to say United Africa now. And they put the Moravian group to say, in the least time possible. Well, 60 years have passed, and now lbrahim Traoré says time to continue what Thomas Sankara started, and they say, oh, not yet, not yet, not yet. We see that the Casablanca group was right, and the Moravian group was wrong. It is time for us to right our errors and our wrongs. There is plenty of reason for us to take this personal. Because Kwame Nkrumah is watching us right now. And he said, if you want to be free as Ghanaians, show me that you have changed from the West. But are we ready?
That's the question.
Are we ready? Do we have control of our resources? Do we have sovereignty over our land? Or will the people continue to come and say, Africa's not ready yet? Maybe everything that the West and all of the narratives that the West has put out about Africa is true. We have to write our own story. We have to tell our own narratives so that diasporians will want to come back here. Plumbers, builders, infrastructure, people that would invest in the different sectors. They want to come, but they see the wars and they say, are we ready? They see what's going on in Ivory Coast with the Ivory Coast president training jihadists to go into Burkina Faso and overthrow lbrahim Traoré.
Babylon.
In the West, Babylon uses these things to keep people from coming back and helping to build the continent. Let us show the world that we are ready for repatriation and that we are ready for the diasporians to come home. Tell these Babylonians to get out so we can make room for our people to come back. I am a slave that was taken 400 years ago.
Definitely.
And I have returned. And more of us is coming. Let us show them that they are coming back to something. Something better than imperialism. Something better than subjugation. Something better than slavery, which is all we have in America. Yes! Show them that we're building something here in Africa that they can't get anywhere else in the diaspora. In the words of Marcus Garvey, Africa for Africans! Africa for Africans! Africa for Africans! Africa for Africans! Ashe!
Hands off Africa!
Africa must be free.
Hands off Africa!
The youth of Africa are one. And so now when we're able to get the youth have the energy, the youth have the vim in order to do a whole lot of good positive work, like how we look, it's youth here. It's a lot of youth here. And so that's who's going to come out, and that's who's going to bring that, do the work in order to make the change come about. So the job of those who are cadre is to educate and organize the people so they will be able to learn the messages of the past, how they created conditions to take out some of our leaders in the past. We need to discuss so everybody's clear. That's why they say an eye for an eye. People are now saying an eye for, because we're not going to let you take these people out just like that. You understand what I'm saying? An eye for an eye. And so now and then we see Burkina has relationship with Russia and getting military support from Russia.
Human needs to survive on this earth. Yes. We are the richest of all, but why must we be begging? We can't go out there and be begging those who are stealing from us. It can never happen. Why would you keep your property for somebody to come and just find a way to steal it? Through our own leaders, our so-called leaders who are actually killing us softly. They are the people that are enslaving us. And today, we as an African, we are here to fight against such leaders. In fact, any leader that will stand against the well-being of Africa will also be fought.
Yes.
Boot for a boot.
An eye for an eye.
In fact, most of these leaders are from our homes. It is time we begin to talk to them. I know there are some of us here who has access to our presidents, our ministers, and so on and so forth. Please, let us use this opportunity to let them know that Africa is now awakened. It is no more the sleeping Africa we know. And so we are here as one people. We are going to fight under one umbrella. If it is war, we will stand with lbrahim Traoré, because he has actually set an example for the whole African presidents or let's say leaders to emulate. In fact, today as I'm talking, within 4 years, now in Burkina, you go to school from creche to your university and it is free. Are these things that African leaders cannot do? They can do much more better. Please, we are here to fight and fight for a better future. Africa must unite.
Africa must be free.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Africa must be free. Africa must be free. Africa must be free. It's about time Africans take control of the resources that we have. Yes. It doesn't matter whether you speak English, you speak French, or whatever language you speak, you all face the same challenges. Let's come together and build the Africa that will serve us as Africans. Work with Traoré.
Africa must unite.
On a bigger platform than this one, because this is the attitude we have. We're only chanting Yania Breko, and go home and relax. If you don't continue doing it, and gathering the youth, because today not the African leader that want Africa's development or growth, it is the African people. There was a time Africa need the world. Today we don't need them. In 1960s, we were a little above 100 million. The whole of Africa, we were, yes. Today Africa is 1.4 billion populated continent. So we can do everything within ourselves for our own benefits. We can trade without even inviting anybody. But we shouldn't also believe in that Europe, they're dependent upon our resources alone. That is one thing our leaders are not doing. They are investing in technology. The leaders of today are not investing in technology.
Agriculture.
If they stop buying your gold, your diamond, those thieves in the NDC and NPP, they don't have the use of those resources. It's the problem. Today we have Kantanka. Kantanka can build every farming truck, farming machine to the Ghanaian farmers. We're still going to America to bring in American farm trucks, Chinese farm trucks. That's the problem. So these are where the problems are. So we should not get out today and walk away. That is a no. We should, those who organize this program should come on this stage and tell us in the next 30 days, there is another one going on, till the next 12 months.
Consistency.
Continue till we have a bigger platform, a platform that the whole Ghana, the whole Africa will hear of us. Not a smaller platform. A platform where we will say Kantanka will be the only engineer manufacturing pickups for the Ghana health services. Kantanka can produce every ventilator, every hospital need in Ghana. He can do them. Everything that America do, everything that they manufacturing, Kantanka can do them here.
Every year.
It's the problem. How many of these politicians and these NPP have they ever mentioned Kantanka in their budgets?
No, not 10%.
They have not mentioned Kantanka before. Yes, they won't mention because they are all puppets that are paid to maintain the same colonial system of the 18th century on their own people, because the leaders are those who are benefiting on this new neo-colonialism. This particular place we are standing today, before independence, it was an apartheid state. No black man could come anywhere close here. This place was a no-go area for the black man. From here all the way down to where Kwame Nkrumah was buried. This place you could see, a black man could not come here before independence. In our own nation, how many of them came to enslave us? They came and met our forefathers on a boat fishing in the sea. They didn't tell you how to go to the sea with the boat. They came with the same boats, the same canoes. We were fishing, they came with the same canoes. They didn't teach us anything. They even came to learn math from us. Before they came, yes, our forefathers have a bulletproof jacket made with what? Talisman. They shoot at them, it doesn't penetrate. They go back to manufacture a scientific one.
African technology.
We have everything they have today. Everything they have today, we have it. But the leaders we have today are not investing in the people.
Stolen legacy.
That's the problem. That's the hard hotness. So like I said earlier, those who have every little knowledge, don't just stand in, sing. Let us come out and then go home with the knowledge. So this thing must continue, not today. It should be there till the next 10 years. It shouldn't be only this day alone. It should be maybe in a month from now, we have the same thing. The next month we have the same thing. Yes, till the next 12 months. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
No freedom, no sleep.
Boy! Hey! Boy!
Hey!
Hands off Africa!
Africa must be free.
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 My name is Selo, and a little few words to my comrades. This is a new revolution coming up, and it's not a joke. This is how we have to take this revolution, as our personal responsibility. That's how we have to take it. Whatever you are doing, think about your ancestors. Whatever you are doing today, think about the next generation. Whatever you are doing, do it with your heart. Do it to liberate Africa. Do it to liberate the next generation. Because look at our condition right now. To continue neo-colonialism, the next generation, how do you think it will be? We have to stop it what? Now! Now! Enough is enough! Enough is enough! Enough is enough! Enough is enough! An eye for an eye!
A boot for a boot!
An eye for an eye!
A boot for a boot!
An eye for an eye!
A boot for a boot!
For the sake of the next generation, let us end neo-colonialism. The enemy is imperialism. Therefore, anybody who sits with imperialism is the enemy. It's part of the enemy. Be careful. Be careful. Open your eyes. Anything going on, let's just be careful and see to it that we liberate Africa for the next generation. Uhuru!
Africa! Uhuru! Africa! Uhuru! Africa! Uhuru! Africa! Uhuru! Africa!
Africa! I'm a Sudanese. Sure. But before being a Sudanese, I'm an African.
Definitely. Good brother.
African
That
first.
is the prerequisite.
We are not having countries, but we have a continent, which is an Africa. Africa is our homeland. Africa is our country. We are all Burkina Fasos. We are all Ibrahim Traorés.
Yes. Yes.
And we are all Sudanese. We are all Ghanaians.
Sure. Yes.
Please, I'm standing before you guys here to just raise an awareness that what is going on in Sudan is really need your voice. Sudan needs your voice more than ever. I know a lot of you are witnesses. People are dying every single day, more than 1,000. Most of Sudanese fled and forced to leave their hometowns and live in a different countries, such as Kenya, South Sudan, Egypt, Chad, and continue to here in Ghana. Please, comrade, let us raise our voice and demand our voice to be heard as soon as possible. Sudanese people need your voice. Sudanese people need a peace. Sudanese people need to stay in Sudan, not in a different land. Sudan is belong to an African. Sudan is belong to a Sudanese. Please, comrades, I know today we are standing here to raise our voice as African, but bear with me and take a moment and watch what is going on in Sudan past about a decade. I'm here more than 10 years. I feel myself an African. I don't feel myself as a Sudanese. I feel myself a Ghanaian. I feel myself an Burkinabe. I feel myself as a Nigerian. Please, this is my message to the international community and humanitarian organizations to intervene or to come in to see the situation of Sudan and also force their strong diplomacy to end this war, which a Sudanese innocent are paying the price of this war. Kids are dying, women are being raped, aged people are dying, and most people are forced to leave the hometown. I am here, urge international community to come in, women humanitarian organization to come in, and you as a comrade every single day to raise a voice of a Sudanese and Burkinabe. Thank you so much.